Life fills our days with endless tasks and deadlines. We chase the future, telling ourselves we're building something important. In the rush, we forget the people who gave us that life, our parents. A call comes in from a parent. We see the name, but let it go to voicemail. I'll call back later, we think. But later becomes next week, then next month. The intention is good, but the call remains unanswered. We convince ourselves our parents understand, that they know we're busy. We tell ourselves a missed call is no big deal, but every missed call is a missed moment, a connection lost in the noise. The pattern becomes a habit. Missed calls and unread messages pile up. We feel a pang of guilt, but it's drowned out by the next urgent thing. We promise to make it up with a visit or a long call, but those plans rarely happen. Relationships aren't built on grand gestures, but on small, everyday moments. We keep moving forward, forgetting to look back. Our parents become distant figures, their voices fading. We take their presence for granted, like the sun that rises every morning. But even the sun must set. One day, the shore we left behind will be empty, and we won't realize what we've lost until it's gone. Leo's life in the city was a blur of ambition and noise. His father, Arthur, lived quietly 300 miles away, sending simple messages. Saw a cardinal today, or, your mother made apple pie. Leo would see the messages, smile and think, I'll reply soon. But work always pulled him away and the messages got buried. In his mind, Leo had 100 conversations with his father, he just never sent them. He thought there would always be another message, another day. The messages kept coming, memories, small updates, gentle reminders of home. Leo saved the photos his father sent but never responded. The silence on Leo's end grew louder. Then one day the messages stopped. At first Leo didn't notice. He was busy, days passed, then a week. Finally he scrolled through his phone and saw the last message. Hope you're doing well, son. Nothing after it. The silence was heavy, a silence that said more than all the messages before. The gentle knocking on Leo's door had stopped, and he realized too late what that silence meant. Sometimes the quiet is the loudest sound of all. The call came on a Tuesday morning, not from his father, but his mother. Her voice trembled. Leo, I think you should come home, it's your father. No emergency, just a deep sadness. Leo packed in a daze. The city, the meetings, the deadlines all faded away. The 300-mile drive felt endless, guilt growing heavier with every mile. He thought of unread messages, unanswered calls, moments he could never get back. He'd been so busy building a life, he'd forgotten the man who taught him how. Arriving home, everything looked the same but felt different, quieter, emptier. His mother's hug said everything. Leo found his father in his favorite chair, thinner, distant, staring out the window. When Arthur finally looked at Leo, it took a moment to focus. You're here, he whispered. In that moment, Leo saw not just his father, but all the lost time, the man who had been knocking, and the son who never answered. The silence between them was filled with everything left unsaid. Leo realized some things can't be postponed. Some doors won't stay open forever, and some knocks never come again. The days that followed were slow, measured in small moments. Leo sat with his father in the quiet, no screens, no distractions. At first the silence was awkward. I'm sorry, felt too small. But Arthur didn't want apologies. He just wanted his son there. So Leo sat, listening to the ticking clock, the sounds of home. Slowly, stories emerged. Not dramatic, just memories. Remember the kite at the beach? Arthur whispered. Leo smiled, remembering the sand, the laughter. They talked about old games, family vacations, the dog that ran away. Each memory was a thread, weaving their connection back together. One morning, Leo helped his father to the porch. They watched birds at the feeder in silence. Arthur pointed. There's that cardinal. The same one from the text Leo never answered. In that moment, sharing it in person meant everything. Leo learned that life is measured by love, not accomplishments. His father never wanted much, just for Leo to open the door and sit with him. Sometimes presence is the greatest gift. We all believe we have time, saving it for later. But time is a river that never flows backward. The people we love won't always be there knocking on our door. One day the knocking will stop, and silence will remain. Leo learned the most important meetings happen on a porch, not in a boardroom. The most valuable conversations are about cardinals and memories, not profits. He'd chased a version of success that was loud and empty, missing the quiet love waiting at home. Don't wait for the silence. Pick up the phone, make the drive. Don't let excuses steal your moments. Your parents don't need grand gestures, just your voice, your presence. Think of the hands that held you, the voices that read you stories. They're still there waiting, knocking. Please answer the door, sit with them, listen, hold their hand. Do it now while you still can, because one day you'll go to that door and no one will be knocking anymore. And you'll miss it more than you can ever imagine. Don't let the last knock go unanswered.